So one of the most stupid things that I've just come to realize is that with fucking social media, bruh, when this YouTube thing, that they kind of kept our videos where it is to be about a minimum of 10 minutes to be considered short, long form content. And I find it hard to think, like, can I really even provide value for 10 minutes? Does anyone even have the attention span for 10 minutes? Because I personally don't watch a screen for 10 minutes. Yes, I listen to YouTube videos. I got that YouTube Premium, so I can just have it playing in the background. It's more the listening experience to me more than it is actually watching what's going on. I don't really even find those highly cinematic YouTube pages that much interesting. But it's like the whole thing, it's all just commercialized. Like YouTube used to be a point where people were just getting online and talking shit. Now it's just a commodity. A commodity that I don't think I'm really happy with, but I'm not here to fight the system and go against capitalism and give a whole critique of the world and fucking current state of affairs and shit. I'm just here to say, bro, listen to my YouTube channel if you like. I like to do this just for the sake of feeling like there's people out there that might resonate with what I'm saying, because sometimes I guess it feels a bit lonely in life. Like, I'm not really lonely, I'm just isolated. So sometimes when you are isolated, it makes you think like, am I just strange and no one really thinks the way I do? Or do I just think like everyone else does? But then also I consume so much of fucking media that my brain is probably just the same as everyone else's. Where to the degree of what thoughts are my own thoughts? What passions are my own passions? Like, what am I even developing into? And that's the scary thing in life. Is like, I sit back some days and I realize I'm becoming an adult, I'm doing this shit. I'm like chasing a job, I'm chasing fucking investing in all this fucking random, boring, basic shit. But like, to what degree am I myself? What am I doing for the sake of myself? Like, what do I want to do? Is this where I envision my life going? Is this where I saw things happening? Am I even really satisfied with the outcome that I'm currently living in? Am I even really satisfied with the goals that I'm setting for myself? What the fuck is satisfaction? You see, this is going to be an entire mind trip of me and the anxieties that just go through my head. Well, I don't like calling it anxieties, because anxieties make me feel like I'm just sitting here overthinking and spiraling and going nuts. It's just thoughts. I think a lot, and I think in loops. Not like debilitating where I'm getting panic attacks and shit. I just think in loops, then spiral. And I want to go down to the depth of the question. I want it answered on the most unnecessary level, just for the sake of it, because I like playing with the hypotheticals of what and why it is. And it's my thing in life. I think I question a bit too much. Why are trees made out of wood? What is wood made out of? What's the molecular level of wood? What does wood look like? Why is it wood? Does it have to be wood and not fucking collagen? Imagine if trees were made out of collagen and not wood. Like, stupidity, shit like that. My brain is just occupied with unnecessary thought. I need to calm it down, but I also feel like, what's the need to calm it down? Because it's not like it's slowing me down in any way. I feel like it's actually might be sometimes a superpower, because especially when I'm there at work and I'm thinking into all the possibilities and whatnot, I see a fuck up before a fuck up even comes. But then it gets a bit demotivating, because if you know a fuck up's gonna happen, you just don't go down that path. Now when you have other staff members who don't think into a potential fuck up, they just try, waste their time, and then they see it's a fuck up, but then they get viewed as being more proactive. Whereas I'm starting to be viewed more as a lazy person. But am I lazy because I can already see this fucking thing is doomed from the start? And I don't want to pursue something that I can see is obviously fucked? Or should I be the Lulu like everyone and just work and do tasks for the sake of doing tasks, even when I know it's not going to work out? Life is weird, life is strange. I just wish I had the capacity to be efficient here at work, in my job. Like, to actually fully clock in and do shit my way, develop my own procedures, processes. And I know I'm a manager, I'm like on the top of this fucking food chain in this business, but what is it? What's the point of it if I can't make the core decisions, the ones that make or break things, the ones that determine efficiency or non-efficiency? And it's the thing, life is just full of unnecessary process, unnecessary steps, stupid, pointless jobs, mundane tasks, stupid rules for everything. And a lot of the rules don't make sense. We just follow it because they're there and no one decided to question it or overcome it. And where am I even going with this? This is here another video of me just ranting about how stupid I find everything around me. Like the rules of the road, the rules of everything. But you know what? I'm gonna get nowhere, because I don't have it in me to even care to go into politics or to stand up and uprise, because I find that whole process stupid. Like, that's my thing. Like, back in high school, when I was a history student, I always wanted to make some change to the country, make some fucking bigger difference. But then I looked into what politics actually is, and I realized like this shit is basically just a shit show pageant contest where we just fiending for popularity, trying to lie to the fucking masses. And it's easy to lie to people. Like, I might be a psychopath because I've realized how easy it is to just lie to people blatantly to their face and make them believe what they want to believe, because for the most of it, people are fucking scared. They don't know what's going on, so you can comfort them with any fucking lie. Rile them up with any amount of ego you have. Get them strong behind a message and, fuel their fire within their heart for some cause that you don't even care about, but you know they care about. And that's the fucking funny thing in life, is what's the point of manipulating people when you know the whole thing is fucking bullshit? So like the whole thing about politics is people sometimes rely so heavily on politics and believe so much in politics without seeing the clear evidence in front of all of us, the entire world, that it's just fucking bullshit. It's corporations on top of corporations controlling politicians who are puppets, people who are stupid as fuck, that are just benefiting off the position they're in because they know they can make some profit, they can make some money, they can manipulate the stocks because of the level of influence they have. And maybe that's the thing, like people sometimes in their head, they have it as politicians, they have this like clear-cut brain and they assume this person goes beyond humanity and they're doing shit with honor and they're doing shit with the greater good in mind. But the reality is, no, everyone is a fucking selfish motherfucker, especially in 2026. And you put anyone in any position of power, they're gonna fuck it over. Whether it's a religious system, whether it's political, whether it's social, whether it's financial, whether it's business, people are driven by their fucking ego. People are driven by opportunity, by trying to make their life softer and the people that they care about's lives softer. And we see this throughout the world, that any politician will throw anyone under the bus just so them and their fucking friends and their group can win and exceed and excel. What the fuck am I even saying? Excel in life. But yeah, I'm not here to talk politics. I'm not here to talk about anything. I'm just here to talk about how stupid the whole system, the whole process, everything is. But at the end of the day, we're still forced to follow it. We're still forced to jump into it and believe in it, because it's the only system that exists and no one is here with the balls to fucking stand up and recreate a whole new system. I surely am not going to do that with my life. I feel like that's a stupid bridge to die on, because life is so fucking short. Why would you want to spend it trying to fucking change the world? Because by the time you actually achieve change, if you even do achieve change, you're gonna fucking die. You're not gonna get to enjoy the fucking world. So you have to be like full on fucking narcissistic to think that you're gonna change the world, a country or something, and come out on top. Because it seems like a fucking miserable road to die on. I think the best thing I can do now in 2026 is figure out the system, work the system, and die. Sounds bleak, I know it sounds bleak. It is fucking bleak. That is life. We just come into this world to die. This whole process, the 60 years of our life, is just doing random tasks to keep ourselves occupied up until the final end goal of dying. Everything is just fleeting, temporarily pointless, But yeah, man, I'm trying to stay happy. I'm trying to like lock in the moment and find like shit, there might be meaning in this. I can create meaning, because if the world is meaningless and pointless, it gives us the freedom to create meaning and point to whatever we want to do. It just depends on how we're going to frame it, how we're going to phrase it, how we're going to see shit. But you see, then that's the thing, my brain doesn't always work like that, because now when I see people getting upset over stupid shit, or when I see things fucking out, and then I just phase out from it and I think like, why? There's no need to think so deep into it. But yeah, that's a video for today. Like, comment and subscribe, This is my 10 minutes for the day. Sharp. Bye-bye.